we're going to take a look now at what a commit is, right? And a commit really is a snapshot of your project at that moment in time. The idea is that if you go back to that commit, you can recapture that exact moment. It's almost like a save point in a video game. And so when we have this, each of these snapshots, each of these commits have a unique identifier, right? When we do git log one line, we get these little identifiers that go with it. This is a hash, sometimes called a SHA. We're going to use the term hash. And this hash value actually is 40 characters long, but typically 7 characters is enough to differentiate it from any other hash. So you'll often see it abbreviated to just the first 7 characters of that hash. And so that lets us uniquely identify a commit. Now we're going to use a command here that actually I never use, except for here I'd like to use it just to show you sort of what's going on inside. So this one I don't find ever comes up in my day-to-day use, but git catfile -p, and we're going to give it this commit B. We're going to give it the hash for commit B. And when we run this, we get the output of what Git is storing here. Tree, this is a pointer that points to that whole snapshot of what our project looks like in that moment in time. We've got the author and the committer information and when those activities happened. But then this is the one I really, the commit message down here. And if there's a longer commit message, it'll all be displayed. But this is the one I want to look at, the parent value. So the parent value is going to tell us what commit came immediately before this commit. Sort of looking back in history, right? So we have our snapshot, but our snapshot came after something. And so we can look back and see what it is. And if we take a look at this, if we just look at the first 7 of it here, we'll see this first 7 matches the commit that came exactly before this. So this is a really cool thing and gives us some power that anytime we have a commit, we can go back and find the parent commit for that. Well, then that one, if we look at the commit message, we can find the parent commit for that. So anytime we have a commit, we can go back and trace the entire history that brought us to the moment of that commit by going back and looking at those parent values and tracing our way back through. So that's a commit under the hood. Next up, we'll take a look at branches.